Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to learn electron transport system and oxidative phosphorylation. As you have learned, there are NADH2 and FADH2 are synthesized during glycolysis and Krebs cycle. Let's see that what happens to them. The respiratory process in which the ATP is released from NADH2 and FADH2. This is accomplished when they are oxidized through the electron transport system and the electrons are passed on to oxygen, resulting in the formation of water. The metabolic pathway through which the electron passes from one carrier to another is called electron transport system. So what is electron transport system? It is a metabolic pathway through which the electrons are passing from one electron carrier to another. It is called ETS. See that there is a figure, a flow chart is shown in that clearly marked inner membrane space, inner mitochondrial membrane and matrix. In that it shows that the process is taking place where? The process is taking place in the inner mitochondrial membrane. Okay. So electrons from NADH produced in the mitochondrial matrix during citric acid cycle, that means TCS cycle or Krebs cycle, are oxidized by an NADH dehydrogenase. It is known as complex 1 and electrons are then transferred to ubiquinone located within the inner membrane. So where the ubiquinone is located? In the inner membrane. Ubiquinone also receives reducing equivalents through FADH2. It is known as complex 2. That is generated during oxidation of succinate in citric acid cycle. You know that alpha ketoglutaric acid is converted into succinic acid during that time. So succinate is succinic acid undergo oxidation, then only what is there? This FADH2 are formed. Okay. Then the reduced ubiquinone is then oxidized with the transfer of electrons to cytochrome C through cytochrome BC1 complex. It is known as complex 3. Cytochrome C is a small protein attached to the outer surface of the inner membrane and act as a mobile carrier for transfer of electrons between complex 3 and complex 4. Then complex 4 refers to cytochrome C oxidase complex containing cytochrome A and A3 and 2 copper centers it possesses. Okay, so what is this complex 3? Complex 3 and 4 are connected by what? The complex 3 and 4 are connected by the mobile protein molecule, small protein molecule, that is cytochrome C. Okay, then complex 4 is refers to cytochrome oxidase complex. What does it contain? It contains cytochrome A and A3 and 2 copper centers in that. Now, when the electrons pass from one carrier to another through complex 1 to 4 in the electron transport chain, they are coupled to ATP synthase. ATP synthase is an enzyme. It is known as complex 5 for the production of ATP from ADP and inorganic phosphate. Okay, this is most important, the number of ATP molecules synthesized depends upon the nature of the electron donor. That means if oxidation of one molecule of NADH2 can give 3 ATP, while that of one molecule of FADH2 will produce how many ATP? 2 ATP. Based on that only we are calculating the total number of ATP produced during Krebs cycle and glycolysis. Although the aerobic process of respiration takes place only in presence of oxygen, the role of oxygen is limited to the terminal stage of the process, okay, the last process, last step. Yet the presence of oxygen is vital because very important since it drives the whole process by removing hydrogen from the system. Oxygen acts as the final hydrogen acceptor, unlike photophosphorylation, where it is the light energy that is utilized for the production of proton gradient required for phosphorylation. So it is known as photophosphorylation because light energy is used. In respiration, it is the energy of oxidation reduction utilized for the same process. It is for this reason that the process is called oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, is it clear for you? So, revise, learn. Okay, we'll be continuing. Next part will be in next video. Okay, bye.